Tales of the Dreamtime. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in the Dreamtime, lived a frog called Tiddalik. Tiddalik was the largest frog in the entire world. One very warm morning, he woke up feeling very, very thirsty and started to drink the fresh water. He drank and he drank, and he kept drinking until all the fresh water in the entire billabong was gone. When the other animals arrived at the billabong to get their morning drink, they found it was all dried up. This made them very sad. They knew Tiddalik the Frog had drunk all the water. They knew they needed to come up with a plan to get the water back, but they didn't know how. They thought and they thought and they thought, until they realized the best way to get the water back was to make Tiddalik laugh. If they could make him laugh, then all the water would come spilling out of his mouth back into the billabong. The first animal to try and make him laugh was the echidna. She rolled herself up into a tight little ball, rolled down the banks of the billabong like a bowling ball. The kangaroo laughed, so did the emu, but Tiddalik didn't laugh. The next animal to try to make Tiddalik laugh was the wombat. The wombat stood up on his hind legs, danced around in a circle until he fell over in the dirt. The galah laughed, so did the goanna, but Tiddalik didn't laugh. The next animal to try and make Tiddalik laugh was the kookaburra. She perched herself on a branch close to Tiddalik and told her funniest story. It was so funny she burst out laughing. But Tiddalik didn't laugh. He just sat there with his big belly full of all the water. Finally, the snake decided to try and make Tiddalik laugh. She started to dance and dance, wriggling and squirming all over the ground until she finally tied herself into a knot. The knot was so tight, she struggled and struggled to untie herself but was stuck. Tiddalik watched the struggle, trying to untie herself, and let out a small chuckle. That small chuckle turned into a rumbling in his tummy, before it turned into a great big belly laugh. The water came gushing out of his mouth, filled the billabong back up again. All the animals jumped with joy as they took a big, long gulp of water to quench their thirst.